doing a swatch out. A swatch down? I think he's gonna have to research different ones. Or you guys could comment down below and tell us what your favorite one is. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette. This is the one that contains more shadows than the original Carli Bybel palette. But we're going to be doing some swatches and telling you all about this palette in a minute. Before we start, make sure you don't miss any of our interactive opportunities, like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to follow us on social media for a lot more swatches and a lot more content, go ahead and join us right down here. And if you're a content creator, make sure you join us at Geeks and Beauties, and all that information will be down below for that Facebook group because we do lots of collabs and stuff like that. Like I said, comment down below if you have the first one of these, and if you have the first one, we'll leave you in the second. I also will tell you that I got, for some reason, I don't know how this happened, but I ended up getting 2 of these. I don't know if I just got one free or if there was a mistake in the website when I pre-ordered this, but I have 2. So I will be giving away one of these in a future video, which is probably another good reason for you to subscribe so you don't miss out when that will be. Yes, so this is the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette. It is made by BH Cosmetics, and we will tell you more about that in a minute, but this is what it looks like. It has like this really nice like marble consistency to it. It comes with 21 eyeshadow and highlighter colors. There's 11 original shades plus the 10 that came in the original, or 10 that came in the first version of this. So this is kind of what it looks like. And even like when you open it up, you can feel like it is cardboard, but it does still look very marble-like. And there it is. There is all the colors in there. None of them have names. I did originally purchase the first one, and then I gave it away because I wasn't using it as much because I was doing less with palettes at the time, and I immediately regretted giving it away. So I'm glad that they came out with this one so that I can get more colors, because I think a lot of these deeper tones I will totally wear. It reminds me a lot of the Pixie palette, It's Judy Time palette. It reminds me a lot of that. So we're going to reposition the camera so that you can see what we're doing with all of these swatches, and Marshall will tell you all about the formula and the company. So stay tuned.
Look down.
All right, so for this one, we are doing the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette, and this is what it looks like. Take out the plastic. All right, so in this one, it has a lot of matte shades in here. It has some shimmer shades, and then it has a lot of highlighters. Honestly, there's my arm. Woo! Honestly, you could probably use these ones as face highlights as well. I'm going to kind of break it down into different sections because I'm going to be doing it on the back of my hand because it's a little easier, especially because this palette is so big to fit in here. So I'm going to be breaking it down into sections as Marshall tells you about it. Again, there are no names for these colors, so you just kind of have to roll with it.
All right. Carli Bybel is a YouTuber. I did a quick look through of her site. She does have she has a charity of her own where she sells various bracelets and gives the proceeds to charity. But she's a beauty YouTuber. I believe she's a little bit more of an Indian ethnic from India. Ethnic blend in a lot of her facial tones, so I think a lot of these are based off of that. The name of her site is Pranava Beauty, which is all about the Pranava means the cosmic sound, or if you've seen that one Buddhist symbol of the Om, that's Pranava. That's what it's called. She combined here with BH Cosmetics to produce this set. BH Cosmetics is a really young company, so much so I had a really hard time researching them because there's little information, very little information about them online. They're only 4 years old, and so they are only a year older than this channel. That's kind of amazing. Which I've actually been using BH Cosmetics for a little while because they do have very affordable
affordable products. I'm not always in love with everything BH Cosmetics put out, but I do like most of it. I will say, okay, so for the first 2 rows, there is quite a bit of fallout from a lot of these more sparkly shades, and another reason why we're doing it this way is so that you can see how much it takes for me to actually put on something in order to be pigmented. These right here, I like that they're kind of more like peachy tones, but this pink right here and then this orange peach right here is very gorgeous. However, I feel like they're not pigmented enough and they're really powdery. I do really like this matte shade right here. That's really gorgeous. This one is really pretty. I like the sheen on this one and this one. This entire row actually is probably going to be one of my go-to rows when it comes to using this palette because it's just me. It's the rose tones. I love them a lot, especially this one right here. This is a gorgeous color.
Just exactly that. I mean, the rose colors will typically work very well. I like how this one is just like a shimmery version of your freckles.
Oh, it is kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
BH Cosmetics actually stands for Beverly Hills Cosmetics. A lot of that is because they focus on LA culture, LA styles, which is also why they have such a big thing in social media. They have used their Facebook site to do a lot of customer surveys and get ideas of what they're going to be doing so that they can improve their product, and that's been getting a good response from their customers for pretty much the entire time they've been on. They are an entirely online company, so, well, at least they used to be entirely online, so you could only go to their website and buy it from being online. But they've recently gotten some of their content in Ulta, you said?
Mm-hmm, yep, I did see them in Ulta. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they've been trying for a couple years now to get it to that point. They also use YouTube content creators as a marketing opportunity. So rather than making as many ads out in television and print media, they go to YouTubers and just give them the product.
As well they should, it's smart people, because it's going to cost them a lot less to have YouTubers do it than it will for, you know, actually trying to market it out. You know, for the fact that it is such a young company, I feel like they do a pretty good job. I mean, people who are just starting out in YouTube, they're using their products all the time because they are affordable and because most of them are, you know, really good quality.
And a lot of that is also because they've been listening to people. I saw some reviews of them when they first started out, and a good amount of people that were in the beauty community were saying that they were really low-end products and knockoffs of other colors. But as you can see, they kind of are branching out and growing into new colors and much higher quality because they've been listening to their fan base.
Exactly.
They do not use animal testing. Again, I like that a lot because that means that these animals are kept safe from all this stuff. I did note that there is a couple of things that they have in here. One is tocopherol acetate, and the other one is phenoxyethanol. And I think we'll get into that in just a moment.
That's right. So this is the final 2 rows here. So this color right here, like, I feel like is just non-existent. Like, you can't even see it. I tried to put it on my skin. I don't know if it's that my skin is just that light or it just doesn't show up, but I don't know if I can really use that. This one right here and this one right here were super powdery and kind of hard for me to use. But I really like this one and this one, especially like this matte and this shimmer. These ones are great. Like, these two remind me a lot of the Kat Von D highlighters that we have in the Alchemist palette.
Yeah.
Those two remind me a lot of that. They're very pigmented. This one has a really beautiful purple sheen. Lavender is a great, I mean, it comes off pink here, but here it comes off more lavender, kind of almost like a duochrome pink purple. And I think this is going to be a really great color because lavender is actually really flattering on a lot of different skin tones. So I think that one is great. I love the shimmer that this one brings out. That's this one right here. I had to go over it a few times, but once I did, It's really beautiful. It really is. What do you think about these ones?
I really do like the lavender tone. Like you said, it goes well with a lot of different skin colors, but this is the one that really caught my eye from a distance.
Yeah.
I felt like it just works better for you. Yeah. Now, when we're talking about those two chemicals, tocopherol acetate has been known to irritate skin.
Oh, no.
And so when you're combining it with the talc and the mica that they're using throughout those palettes, there's a lot of chance that it might cause that kind of irritation. However, what it actually is it's a suspension of vitamin E. It's not suspension, but it's a compound with vitamin E. And so even though it might irritate the skin, it is also actually introducing vitamin E into your skin and into your bloodstream, which is a good thing. So it's kind of a plus and a minus. The phenoxyethanol, however, is an allergen. It's been used really strangely in vaccines, but also if you ingest it, so whatever you do, do not ingest any of these. I don't know why you'd even try, but it can cause CNS and respiratory depression, and vomiting and diarrhea in children.
So I would say that if you are one of those people who likes to put a highlight on top of your lip color in order to make like a more ombre, lighter in the middle look, please don't do that with this palette. That might not be the best thing for you to do. Just don't take the chance.
Yeah.
But, there's other ways that you can do that. So this palette for the eyes and the face, all right?
Yeah, just for the eyes and the face. And you'll see that with a lot of the chemicals that are in use in those. They are restricted to only being used in those particular uses.
Excellent.
So how do you feel about this palette?
I'm very happy that I actually bought this one, and yes, there are some colors that I'm kind of like, but the new colors, especially in some of these mattes, I am super excited to use, so I think it's great. It's about $20. It's a very economical palette for what you're getting. I'm happy with it. I would probably, just for the color selection, I'd probably give it 4. I think it's solid. I think there are some misses in here, but I think it's a solid 4.
I would probably end up giving it more of a 3 because I was a little worried about a couple of those chemicals in there. But all in all, it will be safe as long as you use it as directed.
Exactly.
So all in all, that would be a 7?
A 7.
Yeah.
Very good. So thank you for spending time with us today. Make sure you join us on Wednesdays, Fridays.
And sometimes Sundays.
And until then,
stay zany.
Bye-bye.